Speaking of suspicious, though, Jesse Michaels just came out with a video. American Alchemy. Amazing. The research in it was amazing. And the title of it was called NASA Exposed UFOs, Pagan Rituals in Time Travel.
Whoa.
And
it's a heck of a title.
I know. And I'm like, this sounds interesting. Dude, I watched the whole thing. There's so much information. So I just want to talk about some of the stuff that stuck out to me, which are crazy. So it's very strange, the connections to Russia, Germany, and America, the rocket programs and the inventors of the rockets and stuff were all kind of around the same time all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
But what's interesting about all these men that were these rocket engineers, they're all very, very into the occult.
Huh. Oh, gosh.
And so one guy, Jack Parsons, who is called the America's rocket godfather, basically he's the one that started the rocket program in the United States. He was part of this organization called blah, 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 blah. It was called, oh my gosh, where is it? The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which that he was basically underneath Aleister Crowley.
No way.
Who is that?
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed. He had his own chapter in California,
Like
in Pasadena, I
No
believe.
question. This isn't alleged.
Not alleged. He really had his own chapter of this Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which is basically this occult group.
Mm.
So Aleister Crowley, he joined the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, where he was trained in ceremonial magic.
Oh, gosh.
And it's just this complete occult, very evil stuff. But this guy, Jack Parsons, the rocket godfather of America, he had his own chapter in Pasadena, California.
See, that's freaking weird because Crowley's easy to dismiss as just a weird, crazy person. But then you've got somebody who's like advancing science, who's bought into the same stuff.
Well, what's weird too is I was just looking up Aleister Crowley about all this stuff, and Aleister Crowley was allegedly in the pulled into British intelligence.
What?
Yeah, and they said that he was potentially a spy his entire life for British intelligence, which I've never heard that before.
No.
And Aleister Crowley,
Is that the angle?
I don't know.
Is that Britain is spying on American science through chapters of
I don't know,
fake
but
occult stuff?
Jack Parsons, he said that he basically was terrible at school, didn't get good grades, but he was awesome at making stuff explode. And he said that through this ceremonial magic and whatnot, him, just like others, like the Nazi Party, these Russian engineers, they all received this information about going to space and going to the stars from different entities.
Oh, come on.
They said it was never our knowledge. It was gifted to us.
Yeah.
They called them like downloads and stuff. These entities would give them downloads of how to build these things to where they could go to space.
What in the world? Downloads. That's the same speech that we use for that one AI guy that went to the tent. That
I think it's a
place.
pretty common phrase with like receiving information or
sure,
whatever.
Yeah, just maybe sting out.
But that was just a weird thing to me. This connection of like pretty much the same exact time all over the world, these engineers were receiving these revelations from entities being like, you have to travel, you have to conquer space, conquer the stars. This is how you're going to do it. And they all built these rockets around the same time.
Yeah.
Just crazy to me. And we've talked about before the Nazis with their like being in the occult and like the supernatural stuff and like really weird. But I also discovered that Buzz Aldrin, along with a ton of astronauts, a ton of NASA directors, were all 33-degree Freemasons.
Oh.
And Buzz Aldrin, when he landed on the moon with him, one of his belongings that he brought was a tiny little silk flag that was from the Freemason Scottish Rite movement, the 33-degree Masons.
Mm-hmm.
Super weird.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
This is, how does that all, like, how do they all have that in common? All those big rocket scientists, how does that like a priority for them?
Well, if you study like Masonic stuff, they're also fascinated with the stars and like all this stuff.
Men be fraternizing.
Yeah.
That's
hey, women can do it too.
Yeah. But this flag is now on display in the Masonic Temple in Washington, D.C., the one that Buzz Aldrin brought to the moon. Which another weird thing was the that Jesse pointed out was the Apollo patch. Let me send it to you guys.
Apollo patch.
So
we need to do a full episode on masonry, and that's the episode when Nick Cage agrees to come on the show.
Nice.
So like the esoteric meaning behind the Apollo patch. Apollo is the Greek god of the sun. And it's also just a really weird thing that he pointed out that all the rockets and stuff are named after Greek gods.
Yeah.
Which that's just like, okay.
We can name them anything.
Anything.
We can name them whatever we want.
Yeah. Like
Clifford.
Clifford
Yes.
mission.
Like we can make up words too.
Yeah.
Why does it always have to be weird?
So you see that A, the giant A, obviously.
Yeah.
The constellation that is to the right of that A above is the Orion constellation.
Okay.
And the crossbar though that goes through the A is Orion's belt.
Mm.
And you can see it's like highlighted. The Egyptian the Egyptian god, those three stars for the Egyptians represented Osiris, which is the god of the afterlife, death, and resurrection.
Oh.
And it could mean, Jesse made this connection, he's just like, I'm just saying this. The A, as it could stand for Apollo, could also stand for Asar, sorry.
Easy.
Could stand for Asar, which is the Egyptian name for Osiris.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this worshiping of Osiris, the god. And one of these rocket engineer dudes, or no, it was one of the guys that was part of doing the telescopes and stuff. He was super into like this knowledge of the stars is not a new thing. In fact, we're tapping into these ancient civilizations like the Babylonians, the Egyptians. And there's this telescope in Pasadena that he made. And above it is just all these hieroglyphics and whatnot.
Oh.
And they have the sun, which is like Osiris. And it's super weird. But yeah, the video is amazing. Like he just like the connections he makes is insane. Really weird things. So one of the test pads for NASA, there's only like one of these test pads where they tested the Apollo missions was test pad number 33. And there's only one runway at NASA. Only one runway.
Yeah.
It's not runway 1, not runway A. It's runway 33.
Why?
You weren't kidding when you were saying we're going to talk a lot about the number 33.
I know.
Why?
Super weird.
It just, I mean, that's the tough thing is like when you can't connect the dots, but when you see the dots are wide out there in the open,
Yeah.
you're just like, but why do they exist?
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. This is just beyond me.
It's super weird.
I hate it.
But there's just
secretive.
What is her name?
Rosie O'Donnell.
No. That's close, but it's not it. She's been on Blurry, Joe Rogan. What is her name? Diana Pasulka, I think.
Dude, if you nailed that.
Diana Pasulka.
Hey!
Attaboy.
Recall.
Nice. She's a professor at I think a college in North Carolina or something where she teaches religious studies,
Cool.
whatnot. But she's super into like the alien stuff too. We've talked about her before with like she's been in the Vatican archives. She's seen the books and stuff on the alien stuff.
Yeah.
But in her book, in interviews, she uses a pseudonym for someone, refers to him as Timothy Taylor. And this guy, who's a real person, but he goes under a pseudonym, which this is all very confusing to me. But he is a NASA mission controller currently. And he said that he's influenced and receives downloads from non-human intelligence. And some of these downloads have led to real engineering patents that they use at NASA.
Oh my gosh.
And this is a weird connection too. We've talked about Chris Bledsoe before. Remember the guy?
Yes.
It's
Calls
whatever.
the orbs, yeah.
But apparently Timothy Taylor has told Chris Bledsoe's son that he is this is crazy, that he is part of a secret time travel program located in the Bahamas, and that Thomas Townsend Brown was president of that group. Thomas Townsend Brown, born 1905, died 1985, was an American inventor and physicist better known for his controversial research into what he called electrogravitics, a supposed connection between electricity and gravity, basically making anti-gravity, but also manipulating time. Jesse Michael knows a ton about Thomas Townsend Brown, but that connection was weird. But apparently this guy, Timothy Taylor, has a book on Amazon, and before anyone knew who this guy was, there was one review for his book, and it was 5 stars, this review. And the person that did the review was Thomas Townsend Brown's daughter.
Wow.
So there's a clear connection there.
Sure.
But this whole time travel group in the Bahamas, he's the director or the mission controller for NASA.
The review was from 800 BC.
Wait, did you ever figure out the name of that weird base that's somewhere down there?
No, I keep on forgetting to look that up.
What's hilarious?
That wouldn't be there, would it?
No, because this says that was in Nassau, which I don't know how close it is to this
the
one
Bahamas,
station.
yeah.
What's hilarious is that Andy made the connection. He's like, what if they just totally got it in the Bahamas? And what do they do? What if that's like the birthplace of like
Yeah.
anti-gravity and time travel?
Hey, we're going there on the cruise.
Hey.
Give me the deets. I'll find it, dude. As soon as we pour it, I'm running.
The video is amazing, though.
I'll have to
He
watch.
made
It's
so
on
many-
YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. But you just like, this is crazy.
I
Like the Freemasonry and the occult stuff within very high sophisticated engineering, physics, space travel, they're all into it.
It's like it's a prerequisite for them.
Yeah.
Like they have to be, like, that's what they're looking for.
And
Yeah.
there's something real there because it's so easy to dismiss all of this stuff. But then the fact that, like, it always trips me out that the wise men or the magi, however you want to say it, that they actually were following a star. Like,
Yeah.
somehow the stars informed people of a prophecy we tell and a fulfillment we tell every Christmas.
Yeah.
Like that's always tripped me out. Like there's something
Yeah.
there.
Well, we
Yeah.
talked about it before. The Watchers taught how to read and observe the stars and signs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that was a heavenly knowledge. So it's like,
Yeah.
Like
Well,
what is the distinction, I guess, is I'm on board
between-
with what Andrew's
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like what is righteous and not righteous?
Yeah, but like so then and then it begs questions like is the universe causal? Like does what I do to you affect the future? And it does. But then are the stars predicting? Do people teach that they're controlling?
yeah.
When they say stars, what is it actually? Because there's some weird fringe stuff that talks about like fallen angels and stars themselves. And so it's like,
No, dude, I saw something the other day. I was talking about horoscopes, right? And like we know that horoscopes are not allowed in the Bible, right? They say it's a bad thing.
That's so Virgo of you.
But they did a video, they did all this research, and I can't cite it, but they were saying that each of these horoscopes are aligned with a demon god in the Bible. They all are associated with a specific one. Like Taurus is like Baal or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's also weird that we named all the planets after Greek gods too. Then
Yeah.
if we know anything that we've talked about is that Greek gods were actually probably real, but they were just demonic
yeah,
entities,
Yeah.
you know?
And now we've just animated them and made them seem like just silly little myths.
Yeah.
Made them for kids.
It's all weird. But he talks about there's like, I mean, the research was amazing, but like even like specific launch dates that they did aligned with like ancient pagan holidays.
mhm.
And like one of these launches, I think it was the Apollo 11, their launch date aligned with this pagan holiday where it basically talked about opening these portals to another realm
no way.
and stuff. It's like just the weirdest symbolism ever. And it's like there's no way this is an accident that all these dudes are into the Freemasonry, into the occult, into
No.
all this weird stuff.
It can't be. Like
No.
it's not just like a hobby.
Yeah.
It's not like knitting. It's not like, oh yeah, I like to collect stamps.
Yeah.
All the way. It's like, no, this is a very specific thing that you're putting a lot of time and energy into, that you're committing your life to. I mean, to become a 33-degree Freemason, that's not just,
Well, that's
I'm
what
going to do that every weekend and see what happens.
Yeah.
a connection I made was that. So a lot of people, we've had some people comment like Freemasons aren't bad. They're not bad people and stuff. And it's like, okay, but what we've heard is that when you get to the 33 degree that's when this indoctrination, this like true occult practice happens. And it's like this conditioning to get you there. But then the secrecy within the 33 degree Masons is locked up tight.
Yeah.
And it's like, those would be the best people to recruit for specific things within the U.S. government.
Sure.
People that you know are good at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
Ninjas are butterflies.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly.
The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.
Does it empty your mind?
You